Hey everybody, it's me, Foggy Dottie, otherwise known as my name, which I'm not going to tell you what it is right now because it's just really personal. um, I'm making this video right now, I think kind of as a comfort to myself because I am currently missing somebody pretty badly. I wish that I could reach out to them. I wish that I could have their comfort. I wish that I could hook up with them and kiss them and talk to them and just hear their voice and see their face. And it's making me a little bit sad. And sometimes I don't really know what to do with that because there's nothing I can do to change the situation. I can do things with the situation. I can take inspiration from it and I can write and I can be strong, but I can't change what the other person wants and what they choose. I could try to get him back, but I'm making this video to serve as a reminder to everybody that just because it hurts, that's not a good enough reason to go back. Just because losing this thing or person is painful, that is not a good enough reason to try and get that thing back. If you are trying to get somebody back because you're afraid of the pain, because the pain is uncomfortable, and that's why you want to get them back, it's just not a good enough reason. Like, it's just not a good enough reason because for many reasons. First of all, that pain is not forever. No matter how much it hurts and it feels like it's never gonna go away, it just inevitably goes away. It takes time, obviously, but it is not going to last forever, and you are going to be glad that you were strong. I promise that you're gonna move on. You have to know this. Think about those things, those people that you thought that you would never move on from. And why did you think that? What made you think that? In the past, I saw myself clinging on to people, and it was because I thought no one would ever love me. I thought that I couldn't find love. And that's why I held on so tightly. That's one thing that kept me stuck in that place. So are you afraid? Are you afraid that you're not gonna find love? That no one's gonna love you? Is that why you're going back? Because that is not a good enough reason. I find myself wanting to go back to this person because this person was extremely comforting to me and extremely affectionate and loving. But that's not a good enough reason for me to go back. And do you know why? It's because it was an illusion. If this person really wanted to be there for me, that's what they would be doing. If they could handle being there for me, that's what they would be doing. If I could count on them, they'd be there for me. Just remember the reasons. Remember the reasons why, just because it hurts, that doesn't mean that you should go backwards because, I feel like if I was to go back, this is me, this is my situation, but I feel like sometimes we just hold on to things that are not good for us because of the comfort, because why? To fill a void, to make ourselves feel wanted, because we can't handle rejection. Rejection is one of the hardest things to accept, kind of. Like, accept the fact that, like, you couldn't keep somebody, or they chose to let you down. And, like, we tell ourselves, like, that we weren't good enough for them, or like, oh my gosh, why couldn't I keep them? Like, if only I was prettier or smarter or funnier, if only I was different, if only I was different, then they would have loved me. But you know what? That shit is fucking exhausting. It is exhausting to constantly try and figure out how you could have been different, what you could have done. Like, I did everything. I did everything. And he still decided to run away from me. And honestly, I don't even know the reality. Like, because he would like convince me that he wanted me but that he just couldn't have me. I don't know. It's like, what could I have done? I couldn't have done anything. I did everything, you know? And do you know what? They fumbled a baddie. Like, they fumbled. Okay? Like, if they didn't love you, it's because, like, I don't know, like, you know when you, I mean, there's all kinds of reasons why someone might not love you. Like, they might love you but still choose not to be with you. Um but like, you know when you, like, you care about somebody, you've been like, maybe you've been dating somebody, and like, you just can't get yourself to love them, but you're like, there's all these great things about them, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're just not for me, they're just not my person. Like, that's a thing that can happen, and that's okay. It is totally okay for somebody to overlook all of your greatness and everything that you are. It just means that you didn't like, you didn't resonate with them. Like, they couldn't appreciate you. They're not like you, you know? They're not the same as you. And it's a blessing for those people to leave your life, because then you can stop chasing their approval and chasing their love. It's exhausting to chase love, to try and make somebody love you, to show them how much you love them, and just like hope that it's going to be enough for them. Because if they don't love you, if they don't choose you, then it, like, nothing you do is ever going to be enough for them, no matter how incredible you are. And they are overlooking you. They're overlooking you, and that is their, that's them. That's their prerogative, and that is their loss, honestly. Like, genuinely, they lost something beautiful when they lost you, and that was their choice. Like, if they want to lose you, that's their choice. But you get to keep you. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Because, like, it is freeing. It is freeing. Also, what are you holding on to? Are you holding on to the good parts? Was there a fuck ton of stress and, like, toxicity and mind games and bullshit that came along with that relationship? Do you miss that? Are you holding on to, like, the version of themselves that they showed to you? Because something that I do is I'm trying to battle, like, okay, who really are you? Because I've seen, like who I believe you to be. I've seen your sensitivity. That's what made me fall in love with you. I've seen your inner child. I've seen your hopes and dreams. I've seen, like, your eyes looking into mine. And I've seen us and our intimacy. I've seen all of these beautiful things that made me fall in love with you. but I've also seen your confusion and your pulling away from me and your taking me for granted and looking over me and diminishing me and shaming me and judging me. And so I've seen your judgment and I've seen your hypocrisy. I've seen all of these things that I don't. It's not even about, I don't know, I'm battling like, who really are you? Like, are you the you that I fell in love with, or are you the you that hurt me? And it's both. It's a package deal. You are a package deal with your beauty and your toxicity. And honestly, I don't want it, because I can find beautiful things in people who won't hurt me, who are sure of me. I deserve someone to be sure of me, to fight for me. You know, I fought. And I tried to keep you because I loved you and I saw the beauty in you, and I saw our connection and I wasn't confused by it. I knew that it would be worth it to give it some time. But you know, if somebody wants to make that choice, it's just not fair for them to breadcrumb you, to make you believe that, like, that it might happen. If somebody is constantly giving you faith and hope, but then they are constantly disappointing you, you have to leave. I'm sorry, but leave them alone. Like, do not try and go back to them and get them back. It is going to be a cycle and it's going to keep happening, because that is a part of who they are. And maybe, like, I don't even know, like, if it's the same, if he does the same thing with other people, or if it's just me, but I don't know, because that's how he is towards me and I don't want it, okay? It's not fair. It's not fair. And if you are the one who's always been fighting for that connection, fighting for the person, just give it up. Give up. Okay? If they really want to come back to you and change, then maybe they'll do that one day. But by the time that happens, you might have moved on by then. You might not want it anymore. That's why you need to stop fighting. Like, stop fighting. Sometimes you just need to accept that it hurts and that you miss them. Like, I say that it's not fair because it's not. Like, all the mental purgatory was not fair. It was not fair on me. However, it pushed me to end things, which is something that I guess needed to happen, because the mental purgatory wasn't ending. You know, if you, like, if I stayed in contact with this person, it would have just kept going. It wasn't changing. Okay? I gave this person every opportunity to be close to me. And they were just not taking it. And at a certain point, you need to respect yourself and decide, like, okay, how far am I really willing to put myself, like, on the back burner and, like, wait around for this person to, like, decide if they want me or not. Honestly, you want me or you don't, okay? And you're showing me that you don't want me enough to treat me the way that I deserve. So I'm not gonna go try to get you back, even though I love you. I love you so much, and I think you're beautiful, and I think that we could really have something if you would decide to. Low-key, I'm rambling, and I kind of wanted this video to, like, be inspiring, but I think, as you can tell, I'm just trying to cope, honestly, because it hurts. And I don't know. I feel like usually it's okay because there's so many aspects of life and so many things going on with me that there are other things for me to focus on. But I don't know, I just started missing this person, and I just started feeling this way, and I don't even know if I want them back. You know what? Something I wanted to mention or talk about is when people ghost you or cut you off or something like that, they hurt you and now you don't have access to them anymore. You want to get them back, right? Because what you're really grasping at is the version of themselves that you believed them to be. But it took me forever, like way too long, to realize that when people ghost you and they leave you and they abandon you, they are showing you who they are. Like that is like, we aren't always our choices and our actions, but our actions and our choices are a part of who we are. And if somebody like gives you closeness and intimacy and hope, and then they steal it away from you, that's showing you like their demons and their the skeletons in their closet that they're trying to hide. They're trying to hide and they don't want you to see that. That's why they can't look you in the eye. That's why they're avoiding you, because they don't want you to know like the reality. Because they're cowardly. They can't face you. They know that they let you down, and they're ashamed of themselves. And so they're hiding. And you don't get to see them because you don't want to see them, really. You don't want to see the way it really is. When someone ghosts you, especially if you don't know them that well, I mean, I don't think we ever really know somebody. Unless maybe like you live together or whatever, but like sometimes you meet somebody and like you just think you know who they are based on you guys' connection, based on what they showed you. And so you want to get them back and everything, but really you're gazing at a fantasy. Like you're fantasizing about who you hope that they are, and that is you. That's you. And like the image that you have of them, that you're fantasizing about, that image, that's you. I'm gazing over this sensitive, passionate, like intense, poetic, smart person, the person that I miss. And I'm looking in a mirror. Like everybody projects themselves. Who told me this? I don't remember who told me this, but somebody told me, or maybe it was a video. Basically, everybody, when you meet somebody, the way that you view things and everything, this is called the mirror theory, where basically anything you look at, it's reflecting yourself onto you. So the things that you see in people, it's a reflection of yourself. The issues people have with you, the because everybody takes different issues with you. Like, the issues that people project onto you, it's their issues. It's literally their issues. It's not about you. When you're begging for somebody to be able to see you, they can't, because they are hiding from themselves. So they're going to be unable to see parts of you because they are not open to, like, themselves even. They are never gonna be able to see you until they're able to look at themselves in the mirror. And a lot of people do not want to do that. They do not want to face their shadows, and they do not want to face, like, they don't want to think that maybe what they thought of themselves isn't true. They don't want to think that maybe they are, I don't know, a hypocrite, or maybe they have the issues that they see in other people. Like, they don't want to see themselves, really. And if they cannot see themselves, they cannot see you. And that is why they overlook you. That is why they don't understand you. That is why they misunderstand you. That's why they project things onto you, things that aren't you. It's not because of you. It's because they just can't see because of their own reflection and their own projections. I don't know. Honestly, this video isn't making me miss him any less, but I do know that part of what makes him special to me is me. I do know that I see all the beauty in him, and I see all the good things. And I cast that upon him because that's who I am, really. That's who I really am, is someone searching for the beauty. And I just know that's part of what makes him special. I don't even see the reality of who he really is, because all I have is my limited experience with him and my image. I don't really have reality. I don't really know what reality really is. So that is something that I need to remember. And I also need to remember that God is protecting me, and that if I got him back, he would hurt me. He would let me down, and he would disappoint me. And I know this because that's what he does constantly. And I know that every time somebody leaves my life, maybe it feels disappointing, but they genuinely are protecting me from deeper disappointment down the road. I know this for a fact because I see it all the time. And once I move on from them, I can then see, ooh, I don't want them in my life. They would bring me down right about now. You know? So when someone leaves you, honestly, congratulations. You should send them a thank you note. I'm so happy for your loss, and you should count your blessings because you're free now. You are free to be yourself and to explore yourself and new possibilities. And yeah, I'm so happy for you. And don't go back to them just because it hurts. It hurting is not in any way, shape, or form a good enough reason to try and go backwards, go back in time. Because first of all, it's impossible to go back in time and get things back the way that they were. That shit is gone, and you need to accept that first and foremost. It's never going to be the same again. Secondly, I kind of talked about this in my latest video. When you're holding on to things and just trying to keep them the same, you are blocking your blessings. you are not allowing yourself to move on and let go. And that is harmful because when you let go of things, it opens up so much space for better things to come to you. When you lose things, it creates space for something better. And I promise there is better out there. You do not need to go back to them. You can find love somewhere else. You can find love with someone who is not going to abandon you. If somebody abandoned you when you needed them, do not go back to them. Please. Like, please, I beg of you. Find somebody who loves you enough to be there for you. Oh, like, holy shit, I'm sorry, but like, how can you tell me that you love me and then you go and abandon me? Anyways, I think that's the video. I'm sure that it was super relatable, and hopefully you guys loved it. It's just a thing that's definitely been on my mind a lot, and sometimes I feel like I'm fighting the battle by myself because nobody knows really, like, I'm just fighting the battle by myself because it was between me and him, and no matter how much I talk about it, nobody else will really understand except for me and him, and he's gone and I can't talk to him. So yeah, I was just feeling that way, and I guess I was seeking comfort. I don't know if I found it or not. I think I'll figure it out when I turn the video off and go do something else. But yeah, think of all the good things that can come from it. For me, I'm a creative person, and everything that happens to me is always going to be worth it because it creates things. It creates art and masterpieces, and I'm a writer, and I can write about everything, and the more feelings that I feel and understand, it's fuel for my career. Literally, it's going to lead me to great places, and it's going to make me money, and it's gonna make me successful, and I'm grateful for that. And you know, he tore me down with like the way that I was feeling, and I am blessed and grateful to be free of that, and I can't wait till I move on with love. I love you, you're great, except you're just really not for me. And yeah, it still makes me sad, but that's okay. It's okay to like be sad. Just because you're sad doesn't mean you have to go back. It's okay to just be sad and do nothing about it. You know, all you have to do is just feel it and just let it happen, and like inevitably you move on. I promise you're going to move on and everything's going to be great. And I'm here for you, honestly and genuinely. You and I are going through this together, and I relate to you, and I feel you. I feel you deep in my heart. And I know that everything is going to work out for you. Don't forget to follow your dreams. Whatever your passions are, you need to really, really lean into those. Think about what makes you special. What are your gifts and your things that make you special? And those are the things that you need to focus on in your life and that you need to do. Your passions are the most important thing about you. And those are the reason that you are here on Earth. And I truly believe that, and I believe that you can follow your dreams and do anything that you want to do. So yeah, I hope that you can find happiness, and I hope that I can find happiness too. And if you relate to anything, or if you found value in anything that I said, leave me your thoughts in the comments below. My comment section is always a safe space to open up about your feelings. Yeah. As you guys can see, I'm in a different room now. I'm super excited. The walls are purple, and going through all the boxes of stuff it's not very fun. It's a little bit, I don't know, it's just a process and it's going to take a while. But once it's all done, I'm going to give you guys a room tour, and I'm really excited about everything and embracing newness and new opportunities. And just don't forget to keep an open heart and know that you can be happy no matter how much it hurts right now, because all pain is temporary. Anyways, don't text your ex, you guys. If they hurt you, then they'll do it again unless you see, like, real change. Like, people do change, but they're not gonna change by you going back to them and giving them chance after chance after chance, okay? So yeah, just remember that and do not text your ex. Love you guys. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.